All right. My pug and I are back. I'm P of P&E, and thank you for tuning in to another video about quitting smoking. Yay, getting free. My point is to help you quit easily, quickly, forever, no deprivation, no willpower. That stuff's BS. And I was inspired by this by a man named Alan Carr. He wrote a book. I'm going to put a picture here. And it'll change your life. Now, I don't make any money on this book, okay? I just really want you to buy it and start reading it, and you're going to love it. And in the interim of you doing that, or while you're doing that, I'm compiling these 22 videos where I take you on a little bit of a tarot journey to inspire you and support you while you quit. Okay? So together, I think these two things will skyrocket you. And not only that, but my goal is not just to help you quit smoking, but we're focusing on opening up your channels of manifestation and getting you whatever you want. In the first videos, we're talking about what do you want, getting clear about your goals. Then we're talking about getting in touch with your higher self and concepts like that and pushing the boundaries a little bit. You might not be really open to that, but by the end of these 22 days, you're going to have a real good grasp on it. And I hope that you are taking this all with an open heart and you're diving in because you may think it's impossible to quit. You may think you're just that smoker who may never do it, but you're going to give it a try and you're going to open up to the possibility anything's possible and you can do it. Okay? So let's dive right into the content. I'm really trying to keep these videos short, which is not easy for me. Clearly, I like to talk, which also means I want to continue to make lots of series and videos and things that will help you in your life. So please subscribe to the channel and hit notifications. There's a big requirement for YouTube. You got to hit that bell. Okay? Please. Okay, so let's get into it. I try to keep them 10 minutes or less. I'm averaging more like probably 13 or 14 minutes, but let's see what we can do. So today's card from the tarot is the Wheel of Fortune. And this is the 10th card. And you've gotten here, this one is all about unexpected changes for the positive. It's a good luck card when it comes up in a reading. And in terms of this journey that I'm taking you on of the major arcana over the 22 days, and in this one I really want to talk about allowing the change, changing your state, shifting your mindset so you can allow the abundance that you're trying to manifest, allow the changes you're trying to make, allow the non-smoking you to come in and boot out the smoking you. Your new identity will be a non-smoker. So this card is all about that change coming in and good things coming, but it's about flow and staying with the process, right? You can't manifest and have the good things come in if you give up too quickly. A lot of times people will get a little bit in touch with their soul or start understanding that their intuition is real and, there's more to this whole thing, and they get kind of comfortable in that sort of development, and then they stop and they wonder, well, why am I not manifesting anything? I've learned the concepts of, the secret and the law of attraction, and I've dove in a little bit, but like nothing's happening. So what this says to me is you're trying to manifest from lack. You're trying to manifest from the same idea as if quitting smoking was going to be hard, right? You're never going to, if you think it's going to be hard, you're not going to manifest a beautiful, easy quit smoking experience, right? So people lose patience and they don't allow the flow and they give up and they get rigid through the process. And that's where it all kind of falls apart. You have to be willing to give of yourself. Yes, you have to take actions, but before the action, you have to change your state. Okay? You can't, it's like, that's willpower, right? Because you can't take action. You can't force yourself into action very easily. You can for a short period of time or here and there. But a consistent action, you can't force yourself to do it or you'll sleep in and keep hitting the alarm. You're not going to go for that run every morning because you're using willpower. But when you flip your mindset and you see it in a perspective that empowers you to get up every morning and do it and you want to do it, then you do it. Okay, so that's what we're doing with cigarettes. And that's why we want to change your state so that you are not in a negative, contracted, grumpy state. You're in an open, loving, manifesting state. So when you're changing state, and one of the exercises you're going to do today is you're going to, in your journal, you're going to list 3 state changes for you. So when you feel not so hot, you're feeling crappy and you're in a bad mood, you're having a bad day, bad things are happening, you're not manifesting, you're vibrating at low. You're vibrating at meh, just getting by. You're vibrating angry, annoyed. Those are low on the vibrational scale. And you can't manifest until you get like love and above, which is like high up on the scale, well above half. So, and anger, sadness right at the bottom. Okay. So you got to change your state. So what you got to do, you got to listen to music. So these are some ideas. You got to listen to music that makes you dance around your living room, whether you wanted to or not. Like you start singing it. And if you're even low, which I've been, so I know how it can be, just putting on music, like you might not even pick a good song that gets you out of it because you're so feeling crappy. This is, low end here. Then start singing the lyrics anyway. Put on something you know is a traditionally nice, happy song, something on the radio maybe that everybody loves, and start singing it. You could still be sitting there feeling like crap, but start singing it, and just allow yourself to get into it and use the music. If you're, kind of a little better than that, you're not feeling too crappy, you pop on your favorite song, it's probably going to pick you up pretty quick. Another thing you can do, jumping jacks. 5 or 10 jumping jacks will change your mood pretty quickly. I shouldn't put a number on it, probably different for everybody, but physical activity. Putting on something like maybe a podcast that's really funny, somebody you love listening to, if that's convenient. You could put on a funny show if you have time to stop and watch TV. You could call a friend and tell them, you need to hear some jokes. That one's kind of hard. I really want stuff you can do, like take action on immediately. You can, drinking water, believe it or not, standing there and drinking like a large glass of water will help. Deep breathing. Another one actually that I really like is standing in superhero pose. So you literally stand up, arms on your chest, chin up, right? So you're looking up, and you just stand there for a couple minutes. If you want, you can even add in, say, I'm happy, and kind of really put it out there if you're not going to just beat yourself down for saying that. It depends on the personality type. But you're going to find 3 state changes for you. Go snuggle your cat could be another one. Like 3 that work for you. You're going to put them in your journal and you're going to call on them when you're feeling like your vibration is going down, because you need to keep it up if you want to manifest. And the bigger and more wonderful things you want to manifest, the more you want to practice this and get it on lockdown. So at this point in the journey with the Wheel of Fortune, it shows us that things are rolling along, and the steady consistency of keeping up your vibe is what is really going to, and being clear about what you want and what you're actually asking for is really important as well. It's not flip-floppy. You know for sure what you want, and that is what is coming to you. Okay? You have to keep being what you're asking for and allowing it in, despite what the people around you might think of what you're asking for, despite the fears that are creeping up in the back of your mind. You gotta stick with it. The other journaling tasks for you today, and I don't have a meditation task, just a journaling. Meditation, I just do another guided one. If you did that Krista Marie one yesterday, do it again, because that's amazing. Journaling, what I want you to do is answer some questions today. What makes you want to give up? How do you find your flow in life? What does that mean to you when someone says that? How do you do that? How do you balance your self-care and getting what you need and working and manifesting what you want with your job and your family life and the needs of everyone over here? How do you find your flow? How do you give and take from the world around you and not get contracted and stay open and allow the good and the bad coming in and coming out and flow? How do you do that? So that's a good question to answer. And then what motivates you? List off some things that really motivate you. Love to hear about all this in the comments. So please comment below what's going on in your brains. And I want to finish up today by reading a little more of the book, because at this point in the book, he's talking about something really cool. Food is definitely something that a lot of people will lean to when they're trying to quit smoking, and it is the thing that will really hold them back, especially I think for women. I'm not sure how it is for men, and for me being a previous eating disorder sufferer, my relationship with food was always crazy. So quitting for me and having to give up the appetite suppressant of a smoke was like, oh God, no, I'm going to be fat. No. So I'm really excited to read this part of the book to you. Oh, and before I read you from the book, I have to show you, I'm drinking friggin' tea. tea. It seems to me that all this coaching has reactivated my let go of caffeine situation. I have been quite a caffeine addict for a while, and it's not real good for your body in large doses. So if I could get it down to, a few coffees a week or something as a treat, that would be awesome. Maybe lattes, because I love those, and have a herbal tea, so there's no caffeine, as my regular beverage that I sip on all day. That would be pretty awesome. And I found with, going through the exercise and just reactivating sort of this energy of coaching with you has made me strive for a little bit more of myself and change my perspective. Like I've started seeing caffeine for what it really is instead of my beautiful coffee beverage. So I just wanted to let you know you're inspiring me back. So please share in the comments so we can chat. Okay, here's some from the book. Okay, so he says right here, forgive me if I dwell on this for a bit, but he's really talking, again, just like I was going on yesterday, this is a continuation about the trap and how it's this vicious cycle, and we see cigarettes as this amazing thing that they're not, So I'll let him tell you. Anyway, the main reason that smokers find it difficult to quit is that they believe they would need to give up a genuine pleasure or crutch. I believe that. It's absolutely essential to understand that there is nothing to give up. You have to understand that. The best way to understand the subtleties of the nicotine trap is to compare it with eating. If we are in the habit of eating at set times of the day, we don't get hungry between meals. Only if the meal is delayed are we aware of the being hungry, or even and even then there's no physical pain, you get hungry. It's just empty. It's a slightly insecure feeling, right? You all know what that hunger feeling is. And you feel like, I need to eat. And then as soon as you I'll just follow him. The process of satisfying your hunger can be very enjoyable, right? You're super hungry and then you're, finally I'm eating, like it feels so good. Smoking appears on the surface to be almost identical. The empty, insecure feeling we know as wanting or needing a cigarette is very similar to the feeling of a hunger for food. Like hunger, there's no physical pain, and the sensation is at such a low level we aren't even aware of it much of the day. It's only when we want to smoke and aren't able to, the equivalent of the meal being delayed, that we become aware of the discomfort. When we light up, the discomfort ends and we once again feel normal. Incidentally, this is also why smokers believe that the cigarette works like an appetite suppressant. That was me. Smoking doesn't suppress the appetite, it's just the withdrawal feels like a hunger, and he discusses more on that in the Will I Put on Weight chapter of the book. So, I got the book. I'm obviously not going to read the whole book, okay? But some of these parts are really cool that I need you to hear. So, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I better get off this video before it gets too long. We will see you tomorrow, okay? Congratulations for you for sticking it out. I'm here to support you, so give me a like and comments. Comments in the comments. Okay, ciao.